Nani was right. Your city is shite. Nani was right. Your city is shite. Nani was right. Your city is shite. Wolves. Wolves, wolves, wolves. What are we going to do with you guys? Nani Madueke, take a bow, brother. Take a bow. That was legendary. Legendary walk. You talk the talk and you walk the walk. You talked about how crappy and shitty it is to live in Wolves, and you back and you went to all the way to Wolves with their fans booing you with every touch, and you did nothing but quietly and happily and thankfully hanged a hat trick against Wolves. Wolves with their fans watching and booing and everything. That's how you do it. That's how you. And after you hung the third goal, the entire place went more quiet than a cemetery. Guys, welcome back to the Chelsea Godfather channel. It's the Chelsea Godfather reporting back to you. Please subscribe to my channel for regular updates. I'm on my way to 2,000 subs. Please show your boy some love. Let's jump right in, guys. It's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while as a Chelsea fan where we could just relax and enjoy the game. The last few, was it 10 or 15, 20 minutes of the game? I mean, the game was over long before Felix came on and added that little cherry on the top. I mean, guys, this game started in dream fashion for us. If there's any way that Maresca could have dreamt it, he couldn't have dreamt it better. It was because he didn't have to wait even up to 2 minutes. It was about a minute and about 35 or so seconds on the clock. That's when Nicholas Jackson nodded in a header at the near post off a Cole Palmer corner kick. Now Palmer did not get the assist on that play because there was a touch by a Wolves defender prior to the ball arriving to Jackson, and Jackson just nicely and tidily finished the goal. We were up 1-0. We were really just off to the races. The Wolves fans just didn't like it. They were booing us. The Wolves players, obviously, they were drawing all that energy from their fans, and they were literally fighting our players, fouling our players at every touch, just really getting in our players' faces, trying to, cause yellow cards and red cards and all sorts of things. Just all that kind of dark arts, you feel me? They try to use the dark arts and try to use Nani's Twitter, comment, whether it's Twitter or his Instagram. I can't even remember some comment that he made about how crappy it is to live in the in the Wolves city. I mean, guys, I mean. If it's true, is it a shade? It's not shade. If it's true, I mean, London versus where you guys live. I mean, it's not quite a. If you was asked, hey, would you rather live in London or do you rather live there? Well, the answer is obvious. But of course, the Wolves fans, took it personally, and quite frankly, I don't blame them. I don't blame them. They have pride. I mean, Wolves swept us last season. Wolves swept us. They beat us home and away, deservedly. They beat us 2-1 at that very Wolves stadium, the Molineux, right? They beat us 2-1 there last year, and they came back to the bridge and they flogged us mercilessly 4-2. I remember it very, very vividly. So Wolves fans have every reason to feel slighted, and so they were letting Nani have it. But guess what? There's only one way to respond, and that's by letting your actions and your game, the way you play, performances. Let that um, dictate how you respond. And for me, I've finally seen some massive, massive strides, some massive growth from Noni Madueke in this game. It was obvious early in the first half that if we're going to make any massive positivity happen, it's going to come from our right wing, because Wolves had no answer to Nani early and often. Wolves had zero answer. They could not mark him. But for some unexplained reason, our ball ended up mostly on the left hand side, which is where Mikhailo Modric was operating, and Modric was disappointing. Like he didn't really do anything, particularly bad, but that's exactly what it is. He didn't literally do particularly anything. That's the problem. He gave us nothing. We got nothing from Modric. There was no threat coming from his side, and for some inexplicable reason, the ball ended up on Modric's side more than it ended up on Nani's side in the first half. And I was wondering why wouldn't we concentrate at least on the area where we know that Wolves did not have an answer. And for me, I always felt like that Palmer would operate and perform better right next to Nani. Why? Because Nani makes penetrating runs. He makes penetrating dribbles, and so he basically creates space for Palmer. So the two of them complement each other very, very well. And I always felt like if we were going to win this game, it was going to come from our right wing. And again, after we went up 1-0, as you guys all already know, our defending is still the weakest part of our game. It has gotten better. It has gotten a little bit better, but there are still gaps in our defensive organization. Again, for me, it's never been about the players. It's been about the organization of our team, right? Not just the defenders, every player. In terms of all hands on deck, the fending our defensive organization in the first half was just not good enough. And fair play to Wolves, they scored. In fact, they actually scored a really lovely goal before their equalizer. Their first goal was chalked off. The player was marginally offside, and the same, I believe his name is Coutinho or Coutinho. I'm sorry, guys, I haven't gone to even look at the names. It's been a while, but he scored both times. Really lovely finishing. The first one was chalked off, but the second one stood, and deservedly so. It was 1-1, but then, hey, guess what? Everybody's favorite scapegoat, Sanchez. Our goalie Sanchez then goes with the long kick, the unexpected route one long kick, and it went down. Jackson, who has been flogged mercilessly by our legend Mikel Obi, he has criticized Jackson mercilessly. So Jackson went on ahead and won. Not only did he win the ball, his effort to win the ball actually simultaneously resulted in a very, very perfect assist to Cole Palmer. Now, Palmer still had a lot to do, and his finish was just world class. His finish was nothing but class. Now, you guys saw it once I looked up and I saw Jackson win the ball. I was like, it's gonna land to Palmer. Palmer, I know you're gonna score, and he did not let me down. He scored it. It was lovely. It was sweet. It was a cold day in the Wolves. It was a cold day. It was a cold celebration it was nice to see it out. And early in this season, we're up 2-1. That's when Noni then lost his mind for like a minute towards the ending of the half. It's like literally almost like the last play of injury time, 6 minute injury time. He went on ahead and fouled a Wolves player in a dangerous position. They got the free kick, and we did not defend the free kick well. We defended whatever half of our players tried to maintain an offside trap. The other half went with the players, and as you can imagine, we were outmanned in the box, and it was an easy equalizer, just literally at the stroke of halftime, 2-2. That was disappointing for me because I was really hoping. I mean, I kind of felt like had we been up 2-1.5, that we were just going to come out and control the game and just go on ahead and just grind it out. But guess what? It even ended up being better because at halftime, Mudryk, unlike Pochettino, who would normally wait till like the 88th minute in order to make his first sub, the 70th or 75th or 80th minute is when Poch would normally make his first sub. Maresca made his first sub at halftime. It was obvious that Mudryk had to go. We have lots of players. There's no need to wait. No need to waste time. If you're not cooking, you're gonna get yanked. We have ballers. And so Neto came off of the bench, and what that did is it then gave us a proper threat at the left side, and so they could not concentrate on Noni's wing, and so that gave Noni extra space. He had 1-on-1, and he scored. Before you know, it became 1, 2, and 3, and the game became history. It was a Hattrick. He took the game ball. We were up 5-2. There was even time for Felix to come on and score and just make it a perfect day. 6-2 win away at the Molineux against Wolves. Guys, I couldn't have dreamt a better first win for Enzo Maresca. For me, it feels like the Maresca project is finally up and running. There's still a lot of work to be done, especially on the offensive end. But at least right now, we're all seeing, we can see the shape. We have an idea of what Maresca wants the players to do. Are they perfect? No, they're not perfect. There's still mistakes. There's still errors. Caicedo had 3 or 4 awful turnovers. One of the turnovers led to Wolves' first goal, and so we still have work that needs to be done. But at least it's progress. We've won our first game of the season after two games, and it's onwards and upwards. Guys, how do you all feel? Please leave your comments below. Like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. God bless you guys. Peace.